What's up everybody, John here, bringing you your workout for Tuesday, April 28th. Today, we have 4 rounds of a 3-minute AMRAP, so as many rounds and reps as possible for 3 minutes. You're gonna do that 4 times with a minute of rest in between each round. The workout's fairly simple. The way it's gonna go, you have 7 kettlebell or dumbbell shoulder to overhead, broken up by 5 burpees over whatever object you're putting overhead. And like I said, you're gonna get a rest of 1 minute in between each AMRAP. So you'll do 7 and 5 for 3 minutes, as many rounds as you can get, then you'll rest and you'll repeat that process for 4 rounds total. I also apologize, my handwriting keeps getting more stylized as quarantine goes on. I'm not sure why, maybe it's just to entertain myself at this point. But all the workouts are on Wodify, which is way easier to read than my handwriting. But just to get into it for our movements for today, we'll start with the shoulder to overhead. I'm gonna be demoing with the kettlebell today. If you have any questions on what it would look like with a dumbbell, you can go ahead and contact me or one of the other coaches and we'll walk you through it if you need to. So starting with the kettlebell, you're gonna bring it up to the shoulder. The rack position for the kettlebell should look something like this. Elbow tucked in, thumb touching the chest, kettlebell right in this rack position. From here, we have 2 ways to get it overhead. We could either do a push press, so you're gonna dip, extend through the hips, punch that kettlebell all the way through, back down, like so. See how I'm getting back into that rack position. I'm not stopping here. This isn't a finished rep. We wanna be starting from here each time. That's the proper rack position for a kettlebell. The other option outside of the push press is a slight variation, which would be the push jerk. So you're gonna dip, extend, and then re-dip under that kettlebell. So taking a little bit of the pressing pressure off your shoulder, allowing yourself to move under the load rather than pressing it all the way through. So again, you're gonna dip, extend, re-dip, under, stand up nice and tall. After that, we have our burpee over object. So the way this could go, I had to kick a box out of the way, I apologize. I like to lay the kettlebell down just because as it's standing, it's a little bit high and makes the jump a little bit more aggressive, as if you weren't using a dumbbell. So the way this is gonna go, you're gonna sprawl out, chest and thighs hit the ground, sprawl back up, and then hop over the object, right? If we need to scale, we can go ahead and do, I'll just move this out of the way, the athletic burpee. So sprawl out to the plank position, sprawl back up, extend, or you could go over that way. It's totally up to you. If you need to scale more, you can just do your burpees in place. Don't worry about jumping over the object. Or maybe you just don't have room. I know in my apartment, it's kind of tough to be going over stuff. We don't have a ton of room. So like I said, 7 and 5 for 3 minutes. Ideally, you'll do all 7 shoulder to overhead on one side, then 5 burpees, then you'll switch, do all 7 on the other side, so alternating arms each round. Remember, sustainability across, it's really 12 minutes of work, it's not 3 minutes of work. Pretend that minute of rest wasn't there, find some flow, get a good sweat. That's your workout for Tuesday, and we'll be back here for Wednesday.